The little lantern bearer. In a small, cheerful village nestled in the arms of green hills and colorful meadows, there lived a boy named Samuel. Samuel was 7 years old, with bright eyes that sparkled like the stars on a clear night. He was known for his kind heart and curious mind. More than anything, Samuel loved God. Every night, before going to bed, Samuel would kneel by his little wooden bed and pray, "Dear God, I know I'm just a small boy, but I want to serve you. Show me what I can do for your kingdom." Samuel had heard many Bible stories from his parents and at church. His favorite was the story of David, the young shepherd who defeated the giant Goliath. David was just a boy like me, Samuel often thought. If God could use him, maybe he can use me too. One Sunday morning, Pastor Ruth, the leader of the village church, preached about being the light of the world. She held up a small lantern and said, "Even a tiny light can brighten the darkest room. God has given each of us a light to shine, no matter how young or old we are." Samuel's heart raced with excitement. After the service, he approached Pastor Ruth. "Pastor," he said eagerly, "I want to shine my light for God, but I don't know how. What can I do? I'm just a little boy." Pastor Ruth knelt down and placed her hands on Samuel's shoulders. "Samuel," she said gently, "God doesn't look at how big or small we are. He looks at our hearts. If you're willing to serve him, he will show you the way. Pray and ask him to guide you." That night, Samuel prayed harder than ever. "God," he whispered, "I'm ready to shine my light. Please show me what to do." As he prayed, an idea began to form in his mind. The next morning, Samuel called his best friends, Anna, David, and Grace. "I have an idea," he said. "Let's start a group to share God's love with our village. We can call ourselves the Little Lantern Bearers." "What will we do?" asked Grace, her eyes wide with curiosity. "We'll visit people, sing songs about God, help with chores, and tell Bible stories," Samuel explained. "We'll show everyone that God loves them." The children loved the idea and got to work right away. They made small lanterns out of jars and candles, decorating them with bright colors and Bible verses. Each child carried a lantern as a symbol of God's light shining through them. Their first stop was the home of Mrs. Clara, an elderly widow who often sat alone by her window. The children sang a joyful hymn, and Mrs. Clara's face lit up with a smile. "You've brought sunshine into my house," she said, her voice trembling with emotion. Next, they visited the family of Sarah, a single mother with 3 young children. The little lantern bearers helped her fetch water, sweep her yard, and even cooked a simple meal. Sarah hugged them tightly and said, "You are truly God's little angels." Word spread quickly about the children's group. People began to invite them to their homes, and soon, the whole village was buzzing with excitement. But not everyone was happy. In a small, rundown house at the edge of the village lived Mr. Grumble, a grumpy old man who always seemed angry at the world. "What is all this noise?" he growled when he heard the children singing outside his house. The children hesitated, unsure of what to do, but Samuel stepped forward bravely. "Mr. Grumble," he said, "we're sharing God's love with everyone. Can we sing a song for you?" Mr. Grumble crossed his arms and scowled. "I don't need your songs," he snapped. Samuel looked at him with kind eyes. "Maybe you don't need our songs," he said gently, "but God loves you, and we do too." Something in Samuel's words softened Mr. Grumble's heart. "Fine," he muttered. "Sing one song." The children sang a song about God's unfailing love, and as the words filled the air, tears rolled down Mr. Grumble's cheeks. "I thought God had forgotten about me," he said quietly, "but now I see he hasn't." From that day on, Mr. Grumble became one of their biggest supporters. He even helped them repair their lanterns and carry supplies. The children's ministry grew, and they began visiting neighboring villages, spreading God's love wherever they went. One day, Pastor Ruth invited Samuel to speak at the church. Samuel stood nervously in front of the congregation, holding his lantern. "We thought we were too small to do anything big," he said, But God showed us that even small hands can carry His light. When we trust Him, He can use us to do great things. The congregation applauded, and many were inspired to join the children's efforts. The little lantern bearers became a symbol of hope, reminding everyone that no one is too young or too small to serve God. And so, Samuel and his friends continued their ministry, shining God's light and changing lives, one lantern at a time. The story of the little lantern bearer teaches us that God can use anyone, no matter their age or size, to do amazing things. All it takes is a willing heart and a desire to share His love with the world.